founder of instrumental pop group Sterling EQ, Carina Bruwer, is an acclaimed musician and has made an indelible mark on the open water and marathon swimming record books through many daring and record-breaking swimming feats, as well as swimming for charity.
The swim across the Messina Strait was quite a challenge. It was a four-way crossing, so quadruple, the distance being 15 kilometers. And I did this 3 days after I crossed the Messina Strait, which was another 15-kilometer swim. And the whole thing was quite exciting for me. First of all, I wanted to do something again for the Little Fighters Cancer Trust and for Swim for Hope. And having become a mother quite recently, I hadn't gone that type of distance for quite a while now, for about 7 or 8 years. And so there was, you know, a little bit of adrenaline and not being sure if I can actually handle the distance. But it was absolutely wonderful.
After taking a break from open water swimming due to a rigorous training schedule and starting a family, Carina returned to the sport in 2013 by launching Swim for Hope.
I train about 4 kilometers every day, 6 days a week. And that's just part of my life. I don't even call it a training routine. I have to eat breakfast and swim and work and love my kids and all of that. But yeah, it's just what I do, and I've been doing that for years now. It's my meditation. It's where I feel happy. It's where I feel one with nature and one with life. And it's pretty much, I always say, it's the one place I can breathe, is under the water.
Both the Messina and Bonifacio Strait swims were plagued with some difficult weather, which also created a few spots where conditions in the sea were quite rough.
The most challenging part of the swim, well, both swims, were the rough water. It became extremely rough. I don't mind wild water as such. In fact, it's wonderful. I love it. It brings something out in me. It makes me feel alive. It's wonderful to be out in the open wild water like that. But I just didn't know whether I was going in the right direction, which isn't nice. But all's well that ends well, and I managed to finish, and you know, that feeling of finishing, especially when the swim was so hard, is something that you can't explain. That's what it's all about. And you know, I could have given up, but I didn't, and that's a feeling that'll always stay with me. I love swimming, I love open water swimming, and just being out there is fantastic for me. As I said, just being in the wild water, it feels like I'm at home, you know. But when the going gets tough, sometimes you do need a bit of extra motivation. And I can honestly say that swimming for the Little Fighters Cancer Trust is my motivation now. And they really, really just touched my heart. I mean, here we are working with children who have cancer. Now, how do you actually ignore that? And I couldn't, and I'm so happy that I didn't.
Less than a third of childhood cancer cases in SA are diagnosed annually, mainly due to a lack of awareness, and the Little Fighters Cancer Trust aims to change this.
Well, the Little Fighters Cancer Trust is a relatively young childhood cancer support organisation. We support children with cancer and their families. The work that we do can be divided into 4 main areas of work. The first, of course, is support to children with cancer and the primary caregiver that sits with them in the hospitals. We also do individual family support. We also support children with cancer housed in places of safety. And then childhood cancer awareness is a huge issue for us.
In 1 year since starting Swim for Hope, Carina has raised well over 150,000 Rand for the Little Fighters Cancer Trust. Carina has big plans to continue to support this wonderful organization who touch the lives of so many.
It's tremendous if someone goes on a family holiday and thinks about ways of how she can spend her time while away on holiday, helping her charity of choice. And we're extremely proud of the fact that Swim for Hope went to Italy, that Carina did 2 incredible swims that no other woman has ever done, and very few people have ever done, and for the Little Fighters Cancer Trust.
Swimming isn't the only passion in Carina's life. She's a mom as well as a very successful entrepreneur with an entertainment agency representing over 500 artists countrywide.
My life is a bit of a juggle, I won't lie to you. I'm very busy running my own business, also performing with a band, practicing, training for swimming, and being a mum, which is actually the most important. But I guess the secret for me is that I love everything that I do. There's nothing that I'd rather not do, and I don't have a lot of time for myself. But again, I sort of see my swimming as time for myself. I do believe that being fit is absolutely essential. If I wasn't fit, if I wasn't healthy, it would have been a struggle.
It's truly admirable and remarkable that one woman can give so much of herself to her passion, her business, her family, and still find that little bit more to devote to helping others.
You know, it's just important for me at the moment to make a contribution to the world. There's so much stuff going on, war and cruelty to people, old, young, and it really hurts me deeply, and all that I can do is to feel that I'm giving something back. I don't feel that any of us who are healthy and young and able to offer something should be just living for ourselves. So for me, being able to make a contribution to whatever it is, whoever it is, that keeps me motivated, that keeps me inspired, and it keeps me happy. I can only hope that Swim for Hope will be growing exponentially. I mean, already since we started it a year ago, it's absolutely quadrupled in size. We've raised a lot of money, and more importantly, we've raised huge exposure for the Little Fighters Cancer Trust and for children with cancer.